Hi, I'm Makenzie Ziegler, and I'm on my book tour right now, but I stopped by at 17.com to tell you some funny stories with some emojis. The most embarrassing thing that I've ever done in front of a crush was when I went to, I think it was a jump place where you go, what is it called, Sky Zone or something? And I was trying to show off my moves, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at this. So I was trying to do a back tuck, and I fell right on my face, right in front of them. And I didn't mean to. I was about to like stick the landing, and I was really happy, but then it just all turned out really bad, and I got really sad. The craziest wardrobe malfunction I've ever had was when I was going to the Descendants premiere, and I had on these really cute tan heels, and I was walking the red carpet, and I was leaning back in my heels, and I heard a snap, and I was a little confused, and I realized that my heel snapped off before I was walking on the red carpet, and this was my mood. And so I had no clue what to do, and then I called up my publicist, and I asked her what I should do, and she brought me black heels, which it wasn't as cute as the other ones, but I was like, okay, we got this, it's good. Has my family ever embarrassed me in front of a crush? Yeah, it was actually my mom, and you know, I love my mom. She's crazy, but I love her, and this person always comes over to my house all the time, and we always have a good time, but we were sitting at dinner eating food, and she decided to tell one of my like baby stories. Not baby, but when I was dancing, and I think it was like when I peed my pants on stage. And she was telling that story, and they were laughing really hard, but I was super upset. And I kept saying, Mom, stop, but she just kept going and going, and I was really sad. I was at a meet and greet, and everything was going fine. I was just meeting some fans, and then this girl came up to me, and she looked like she was like turning white, and I was really confused. I was a little confused. But then she fainted in front of my sister and we got so scared, and it was a big deal. Everyone was just freaking out, and my mom was freaking out, but then she was fine, and we gave her some water, and everything was going good. Craziest thing that's happened during a dance meet was when we were on stage and we were doing our dance, and we were just dancing on stage, and my sister looked right at me, and every time she looks at me on stage, we start laughing so hard. And of course it was a really serious dance where we had to be completely serious, and that was definitely a time that I got dance detention. My teacher was not happy at all. My craziest starstruck moment, I think for someone else, was when I went to the Teen Choice Awards, and I was all glammed up, and I got my hair and makeup done, and I think I was around 8 or 9, and I went to the Teen Choice Awards, and Justin Bieber was on the red carpet, and all of us had hard eyes. We were freaking out, and then he came up to us, and we asked him for a picture, and his manager said no. So we were pretty sad about that. But then he was super nice and was like, yeah, of course you can get a picture. So I feel like we were like, oh, and we got a picture with him, and I was like half his height. It was like this. The funniest thing that's happened on the set of Total Eclipse was when I was doing a scene with Lauren Orlando and Nadia Turner, and the director told Nadia to add some slang. And we were a little confused because we were like, okay, slang, what does that really mean? I guess he was saying like add some, what's up, dude, and stuff like that. But I can't even say it without laughing. She came up to us and she was like, what's up, fam? And we were a little, oh, okay. And we kept talking, and then she was like, I heard your kick and plan, and I wanted to get my claws into it. And we literally could not keep a straight face at all. We were all laughing, crying, and I had to like get my makeup retouched because we were just laughing so hard. The best prank that I have ever done was on my dance teacher, Rumor, and we were actually on tour, and they were all in rehearsal, and we were on the tour bus and we were like, maybe we should play a prank on someone. But we wanted to play a prank on Johnny, but he was there, so we really couldn't do that. So we wrapped her entire bunk, including like her pillow and her blanket and everything, in wrapping paper since it was Christmas. And she came back and she opened it and she was so confused, but we were laughing so hard. And we also set up cameras so she could see the footage after, but it was so funny. And she thought we got her presents, but it was just her bunk. The craziest moment that inspired a lesson in my book, Kenzie's Rules for Life, was when I went to an improv dance class, and I was super excited to go because I've never been to an improv class. But I was scared to put myself out there, and my sister pushed me out to the middle of the circle because that's what sisters do. And I had no clue what I was doing. I was freaking out, and I had a meltdown and I ran out of the studio, and my sister came out with me and I was freaking out, and she was like, just go out and be yourself. So I went out and I was like, okay, I did better than expected. So I was really happy, and I was like, I feel like I just need to put myself out there more. So I think my cringiest moment ever was when I was filming the show Total Eclipse on YouTube, and I had to fake cry in a scene, which it's really hard to just, fake cry in a scene when you're not really crying about anything. It's really hard. And so we decided to put Tiger Balm under my eye to make me cry. And it somehow got in my eye, and I was I was crying nonstop. I couldn't stop, and I couldn't even open my eye. So they're like, all right, Makenzie, are you ready to film? And I was like, no, 10 more minutes, please. And they were on a time crunch. And I just felt so bad because I literally couldn't open my eye, but it looked really good on camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys know too much about me, and I think that's all I'm going to tell you. Also subscribe to 17 because they are awesome and I'm having the best time here. Also make sure to buy my book, Kenzie's Rules for Life, and check out my YouTube show, Total Eclipse, and peace out, guys.